Let's go, baby. Lakers survived the Sacramento Kings, man. Welcome back to another post-game recap as the Lakers win their fifth in a row, biggest win streak of the season at the best time of the year, 136 to 134. What a game, baby. Let's go, Laker family. Let's go, Lakers. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Lakers came out here. They battled the Zebras, man. Lakers came out here. They battled adversity. They stuck through it. They won in the end. Dennis Schroder has become a closer for the Lakers, man. Phenomenal game. Thomas Bryant was automatic. LeBron James is still the king of the NBA, baby. Lakers winning at all costs. That's what I love to see, baby. That's what the heck I want to see. All right. Nothing can stop us right now. Not even the officials. We played 5-on-8 and we still came out victorious. It's so glorious. Man, this team right now, I'm telling you, man, they got a twinkle in their eye, and we're still one trade away from a championship. Get it done, Genie. Get it done. But I listen, I'm so hyped, I can't even get into the performance just yet, man. What a game. 136 to 134. We played defense when we needed to. We played smart. We fouled out Sabonis. Shout out to LeBron. He was a mastermind tonight. 37 points. Okay, 7 assists, 8 rebounds, and a steal for King James. That's what the heck I'm talking about. 29 points for Thomas Bryant. 29. He's official, guys. Told y'all he was the real deal. 12 for 14. He only missed 2 shots all game long. 27 for our new closer, Dennis Schroder. 8 for 11 from the field. Talk about it. Just talk about complete domination and efficiency from Dennis Schroder the last couple games. 23 for Russell Westbrook, 15 assists, 5 rebounds. Absolute masterclass from everybody involved. I'm telling you, and we needed every single bit, every single point, every single hustle play, every single effort that the Lakers put out tonight, man. We needed it. Shout to my boy Randolph, man. Thanks for super chat. He said, just like those early 2000s battles, Lake Show. Hey, listen, I don't want to hear no more crying from the Smoothie King fans out here, man. Talking about, oh, we cheated back in 2001. Get over it. Y'all still cheating today, and we still smoked you. What? That's what I like to see, man. That's what the heck I like to see from my Laker team, man. They're making me so damn proud. Sticking with this team is so worth it. I tell people every single year when they question why we still watch. This is why we watch 5 in a row, 4-0 in the year 2023. I don't see when we're going to lose the way we're playing right now. Absolute masterclass game. I'm going to probably rewatch this one tomorrow. I loved every minute of it, man. Fox was getting every call. Man, he was getting more calls than Kim K after a breakup. I'm telling you, man, the Kings were getting more calls in the damn Super Bowl weekend, at the pizza place. It's ridiculous. But the Lakers battled through, and it always shows that talent always prevails. Shout out to Mamba Mentality, man. Thanks for super chat. He said, that's what's up, Lakers, baby. Yes, sir. Listen. If the Lakers play like this, it's going to be really hard to beat us, all right? If we make the right trade, we do what we have to do, we're going to be on top because LeBron James still wants it. People said LeBron was washed. People said LeBron can't play. We're all the haters, man. This is why I always respect and I demand respect for greatness, all right? People been trashing LeBron, and now look at him. 37 points on 14 for 28. Just absolute masterclass. We can't do it without our leader. We don't win tonight without LeBron. And mind you, we're coming off of a back-to-back. Yes, back-to-back. Another dub, baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, 123. Oh, my God, another dub. I can't believe it. It's a magical run right now. Shout out to everybody who stuck through this time, man. I know a lot of people tapped out. For those of you, this is for you guys, man. Those of you that stuck through it, this is why. This team is now in the playoff battle, and they're right in the forefront of everything. The Western Conference, I've been telling people, it's wide open all year long. If you guys didn't watch around the league, I said if the Lakers make the right trade, we could come out of the West. All right, it's right there for grabs. This team is doing everything necessary to not only survive, but within 2 games within 500. Now, why am I so hyped? All the haters going to be like, oh, you're still below 500. Listen, we started the season 2-10. We are now 19-21 in spite of the injuries. What's not to be excited about? What's not to be hyped? Listen, the party's going on outside, man. I'm going to join them right after this. What's not to be hyped about? And by the way, just for you guys to know, man, the free throws, okay? They got 37 free throws to our 33. So we closed the gap a little bit in the second half, but still, man, some of these phantom calls they were getting ridiculous, outlandish, out of this world. I can't believe it. The officials need to get fined. We need to start an association where the officials get fined because this stuff is egregious, man. Lakers had a win in spite of these trash ass clowns. So one more time, let me wave that Laker flag one more time. Let's go, Lakers. Yes, we are winning, baby. We are back on top. The Lakers are officially back, and we're only what? How many games? How many games are we out of the 6th slot? Somebody fact check that for me. I'm so hyped, I can't even look. Erling said, what a W, Dan. Appreciate your basketball knowledge and content. Thank you, baby. Hey, listen, this was a hell of a win. Hell of a win. I'm talking about the Lakers wore their heart on their sleeves tonight. All right. Somebody need to put that on a t-shirt. Lakers wore their heart on their sleeves tonight, and that shit was beating like a motherfucker, man. I love it. It was beating like a dump truck. I don't even know what I'm saying, man. I'm so hyped right now. One game, man. Out of what seat? Please clarify that for me. I can't even. I'm still shaking. This game had me on the edge of my seat. I was yelling. I was screaming. I was cheering. I was dancing. I was doing it all. He said, remember what I said yesterday? Wakers, W Lakers. I remember Strictly Buckets. Thank you, bro. I remember, man. And let me tell you something, man. This is a season that I think is going to go down in the history books as the Lakers can come out on top because nobody counted us in. Nobody, not one single soul. And we knew we had some good acquisitions in this offseason. We knew Thomas Bryant was a mother freaking baller, man. We knew it. He said, once again, why was Ham not playing Thomas Bryant? He's a beast. I don't know. I was puzzled those games that he had DNPs. I was kind of low-key mad. 29 points on 12 for 14, and 14 rebounds and a block, a clutch block, by the way. I mean, this dude, he's official. He's the real deal. Everybody else is an imposter. I don't want to see nobody else at the center when Anthony Davis comes back. I'm sorry. AD, you got to play the 4, bro. I mean, not even sorry. That's what he wants anyways, right? But this team is rolling. All right, we are 19-21, 2 games below 500. Who would have thought when Anthony Davis went down? By the way, Juan Toscano doesn't put up a lot of stats, but he reminds me of Matt Barnes in the sense that he switches multiple positions and can make big plays. He had a nice, like, little reverse pin down layup and stuff like that. You know, it's the little plays that matter. The role players stepped up big time for us tonight. I'm talking big time. Role players quietly, especially, come on, Russell Westbrook off the bench, 6th man of the year, guaranteed if he keeps this up. Wenyen Gabriel gave us some crucial minutes, only 6 points, but crucial minutes. 2 for none, not very good. Max Christie played some clutch minutes. I really like this size. I was a little mad when coach brought back Patrick Beverly because I thought Max Christie deserved to finish, but what the heck, we still won, so it doesn't matter. What a clutch steal by Dennis Schroder. Are we talking about Dennis? We haven't talked about him enough. I need to give this man his flowers. Just a month ago, I was destroying him, calling him Call of Duty Dennis and all this stuff. Listen, this dude has shut me up, and now he's making me praise him because this dude has come up with clutch play after clutch play after clutch play. He had the game-winning free throws tonight and the game-winning steal. I mean, can you talk about a bang for your buck? We're talking about players we got on veterans minimum. Thomas Bryant, Dennis Schroder. We're talking about those guys, man. Wenyen Gabriel. Those guys are all they're going to get paid this summer. That's for sure. He said, Rob, don't F this up with Thomas Bryant, please. We need to bring him back ASAP, bro. I agree. It'd be a travesty if we let him walk for nothing. It'd be a big travesty, man, because you know what? Thomas Bryant is the real deal. And he's got soft hands. He finishes around the basket. He gets big. He gets strong. He has limitless energy. I mean, he's like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going and going and going. Thomas Bryant has talent like him. There's talent like him all over. I'm sure there's guys that don't even have roster spots right now, but Thomas Bryant is that dude, man. He needs to get paid this summer, and then hopefully it's our Lakers opening up their wallets. And please, their hearts and their wallets, open them up because TB, he's one of ours, man. We drafted him, and we want him here. All right, we saw the talent before anybody else. Strictly Bucket said, Thomas the Tank, LeGoat came up huge, Russ, 6-man. The beautiful thing is that it's all culminating nicely. It's all coming together. You know, everybody's playing their role. Nobody's forcing stuff. There's times when we still get sloppy, but we find ways out of that, and we finish in the quarter strong. Every time they made a run, we matched them, and we stayed right there, and in the end, we pulled away. We made the big plays when it counted. It's something we weren't doing early in the season when we were losing all those heartbreakers. Now we're making our free throws. Now we're playing defense when we need to. We're doing the right things. Shout out to Mama Mentality. He said, no Turner, no problem. We got Thomas, the Juggernaut, Bryant. Yes. Yo, I'm starting to believe it, man. Listen. I was one of the ones who was vouching heavily for Miles Turner. But if Thomas Bryant get this opportunity, he continues to play like this, He's playing better than Miles Turner. Let's be honest. He's being more efficient. Now, on the defensive end, that's what Miles Turner gives you the advantage. So I'm not going to go that far. But on the offensive end, this dude has been Mr. Clutch, Mr. Reliable. That mid-range sweet stroke, he was automatic. I was getting mad when they didn't pass it to him, when they were forcing threes, because I'm like, bread and butter. He's only missed 2 shots all night. Go back to TB, man, the juggernaut, a.k.a. Thomas the Train, a.k.a. the Incredible Hulk. I mean, this dude, give him whatever nickname you want, but just give him some damn minutes. Darvin, keep giving him minutes, 30 plus every night. Brian, my guy, what's up, man? He said, team had 70 points in the paint. TB had 29 and 14. Monster. Dennis had 27 points and was the most efficient. Thomas Bryant's coming through without AD. Honestly, and this is not no disrespect to Anthony Davis, but this has been such a silver lining because finally the coaching staff has seen what we, the fans, wanted, and that was Thomas Bryant at the center. He's got to be the staple. He's got to stay there for the rest of the season at the very least. I hope he stays there for the rest of his career. That's how much I love the kid. But we need to continue to play him there even when Anthony Davis comes back. Can you imagine the 1-2 punch they could form? We never got to see that because for some reason coach was shying away from it. Jonathan Reyes, appreciate you, bro. He said, extend Dennis and Thomas 1 trade away. Who do we need? We need a 3-and-D wing. If we can get that, man, we can shut down clowns like Harrison Barnes. If we can get that, we can make it a lot tougher. Although I'll say this, Max Christie has been playing some phenomenal defense. I think it's going under the radar, but I pay attention to him off ball. Watch him. He fights through screens. He bothers the defense. Now, some of those calls he didn't get, he got going against him, but he really doing the little things, man, sliding his feet on the defensive end, communicating. He's going to be a heck of a ball player. But for now, if we trade for that wing, that would be great. Hey, my guy Vic with a 20-piece. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. He said, Dan, Lakers keep winning, and I just won my 3rd time this week on Prize Picks. Hey, that's what I like to see, bro. Shout out to you, man. He said, great start for the 2023. Let's go. And thanks so much for the 20-piece, bro. Much appreciated. So happy when my people went on Prize Picks. By the way, promo code DTLF, if you guys have not checked it out yet, man, it's a heck of an app. You basically go over or under, and you win big bucks. Just ask my man Victor right here, man. And thanks for sharing the bread, brother. I appreciate that. My boy Itu Mama también says, who else was happy AF when Sabonis fouled out? You know what I'm happy about? That earlier in the season, we weren't attacking when we had teams, in the penalty. Now we're doing it. Every quarter, we're doing it. We're playing through our strengths. We're no longer settling. We settled a couple of times, but for the most part, we are attacking. We're playing an intelligent brand of basketball. I think that's really phenomenal, man. And I think, again, credit to the coach. We haven't given him enough credit. We were hard on him. We were loud about the mistakes he's made, but he's made some great adjustments ever since, and he's maximizing these role players to the fullest. And this is exactly the type of coach I envisioned, man. Now, it took him a little bit to get his feet wet, and he still makes certain mistakes. Like, I hate it when he put Russell Westbrook at the center and stuff like that. LeBron, it worked out in spurts because TB got in foul trouble, but I still don't like the small ball center stuff. He can get away with it sometimes, but give him credit for all the other adjustments, having that next man up mentality. And now we're 5 games in a row with 4-0 in 2023, and we continue to build, man. This is really starting to look good now. We're starting to pick it up at the right time. Remember, now I'm not predicting we can win a championship with this roster, but a lot of analysts and ESPN and sports broadcast networks did not have us winning the championship back in 2020, and all of a sudden we made the run at the right time. And that bubble was glorious, right? My man Brian, appreciate you. He said, re-sign AR, Thomas, Bryant, Dennis, and Russ on a smaller deal. Russ is really growing on me in a sense that he has fully embraced that bench role. And if he, like you said, if he comes back in a smaller deal, I'm all for it. I'm still not giving him $47 million, but he's finally given us at least half of that contract's production. I mean, tonight he was tremendous. He was a plus 15, right? Him and LeBron James were both plus 15. So they were the leaders in plus minus, as they should be. And that just shows you, forget about the plus minus. I'm not a big fan, but he did all the little things, man, to help us, to give us that jolt off the bench. And he's an X factor. He's become an X factor, similar to how Lamar was on that Lakers championship team. Now, he needs to limit some of the turnovers because some of those come during crucial times. But outside of that, I can't complain too much because dude is putting up monster numbers. 15 assists, 23 points, 4 turnovers is not too bad for all of that. So you're absolutely right, bro. I would definitely bring him back on a smaller deal, if a team-friendly deal. If he could take that, that'd be great. Day says, I really hope we can get AD and TB trade for Kuz. Now, if we trade for somebody like Kuz or even Boyan Bogdanovic, I think we'll be hoisting the Larry O'Brien Trophy at some point this summer. I really feel it. Like, if we make the right trade, this team has that sparkle in their eye again. Haven't seen this team be this fierce in the last 2 to 3 years since the 2020 championship team. All right, that's when we were playing like this next man up. Everybody was buying into their role. LeBron was playing at an elite level. The key here is just to keep him healthy. LeBron, that's the number one key at this point. Everybody else is filling in, though, nicely. I'm very pleasantly surprised with Dennis Schroder. All right. Not only has he shut me up, but he has made me a fan of his, the way he's helping to close these games. Thomas Bryant, I knew he was going to bring this effort. I'm not surprised. I watched his career in Washington. I told you guys about him. I wanted him at last year's trade deadline. I was clamoring for Thomas Bryant. I'm glad we finally have him. Now, please don't relinquish him, Laker fan. Please hold on to him. Front office needs to open up their wallets for reals. Dolsky, my guy. Appreciate you, man. He said, light the beam now, Sacktown. He said, if we trade D. Jones for another good big, we can play lineups with two bigs, AD at the 4, win-win. Absolutely. And listen, we still have players that are dead weight. And as much as I love what Kendrick Nunn did the last game, I'm not sure if he can do that consistently. So even if he gets dealt or Jones, or we have to give up a second round pick just to create the roster spot and open up slots, I'm all for it. Because can you imagine what this team would look like with a nice 3-and-D wing? Somebody like Josh Jackson, or maybe even Boogie might fit. Who knows? Backup big could definitely help space the floor and spell some minutes for Thomas Bryant, especially when he gets in foul trouble. That would be huge. So absolutely, man, I agree. I think Damian Jones just taking up a roster spot. You hate to have those type of taking up roster spots, especially when a team is starting to show signs of potential the way this Laker team is. Now is the time for the front office to get creative. Now is the time for the front office to dangle that first round pick or two. Now is the time for the front office to make that. This team is showing signs of life. You got to make the right deal to put us over the top. That one, when AD comes back, it's a red carpet rolled out and he just walks on it all the way to the finals. That'd be great. Jose says Ham can get Buddy to buy into defense, or Bogdanovic. That'd be great, right? Any of those would be great fits. Now, Buddy is a high volume shooter. That's my only concern, but I'll take it at this point. I'm willing to take a gamble on a player like that, because we know that when he's on, he is on. And that could be an X factor for us as well. Can you imagine the floor spacing? Like, sometimes Patrick Beverley just taking up airspace. He's just out there for no reason. When he's not playing elite defense, and very few times this year he has played elite defense where I'm like, okay, his offense doesn't matter because his defense is locking up right now. He's done it a couple times, but very few that I can say. So when that happens, can you imagine actually floor spacing two guard there? Like maybe like a Terrence Ross or something like that. That would be amazing. Even Cam Reddish, I would give him some time at the 2 if you acquire him for a second round pick, because he has the size. Now, if he could just knock down shots, that'd be tremendous. Also, let's not forget, we also have Troy Brown Jr., who could play some 2, who could play some 3, right? But I like what Juan has done at the small forward position, at least defensively. And offensively, clearly he's not an offensive guy, but if he could just finish the little things around the basket and stuff like that, I'm okay with it, right? He's giving us some defense out on the wing. Can you imagine if that was a 3-and-D guy now? My goodness, man. But 5 in a row is no joke, and it's not easy to do. All right, 5 in a row. The Lakers have really fought tooth and nail to get these wins, especially tonight. And so now we face the Nuggets on Monday, and I cannot wait for that game. That one right there, man, is going to be a truly momentum changer, man. Now, I know I've said that a couple of times, but look, the momentum has changed since we beat certain teams like Milwaukee, right? So I was right about that. But this one can really be a page turner for us, man. If we can beat Denver, sky's the limit for the Lakers right now. And right now, I really don't see too many teams that match up well versus us, because LeBron is playing downhill. Russell Westbrook's coming down. Weapon X is what I'm calling him, because he's coming off the bench. He's an X factor. I'm telling you right now, this team is starting to click at the right time. And the little bit of depth that they have is starting to flex. Now, imagine we had, we bluster up the team just a little bit more, get the missing pieces. And now we're talking barbecue chicken alert. Now we're talking, we got the size, we got the wing depth, we can talk championship. I can't talk that right now, because even though we're hot, I still see some gaping holes on this team. Lack of shooting, lack of wings, versatility, and even some lack of size at times, right? But we're doing enough to get by for now. You want to be over the top, Genie Bus and Rob, go out and make the right deals. Go out and make the calls right now. Y tu mamá también. Appreciate you, bro. He said, damn, bro. You're right. We're not jacking up threes nonstop like we used to in clutch time. If only AD can give us a good run, we'll rock the NBA. You're absolutely right. You know what? Right now, I guarantee you there's not a single team in the entire NBA, all other 29 teams, that want to see us in a 7-game series the way the Lakers are playing right now. LeBron James' confidence is peaking. He's getting so close to breaking that Kareem record. And once he gets that out of the way, there will be zero distractions. Everything will be strictly winning basketball. Now, he's already doing a great job of that. But imagine just getting that, pressure off of his chest. I think it'll take us to the next level. So I cannot wait till he breaks that record, and I can't wait to celebrate that, as well as getting it out of the way and really putting our heads down and just attacking, full strength. Hopefully by then. He said Favors is good. Favors is available. He's a big body. He can set screens. He can roll to the basket, rebound, block a shot or two. I wouldn't mind Derek Favors. I wouldn't mind Gorgie Jiang. I wouldn't mind a couple of these veterans that are out here and available. The good thing is we have multiple 10-day contracts we can throw out. All right. That that Brown kid is not going to work out for us because he's not really making an impact. So right away you can, cut his contract and you go out and sign another guy. Wish him the best, right? But Favors is not bad at all. He said, Dan, what about Troy Brown, Lonnie, and AD coming back, man? That's what I'm saying. I'm starting to get excited. But even when they come back, we still have a couple missing pieces. If we can shore those pieces up, then we really become a championship contender, right? I can't give you guys that all the way yet, even though we're 5 in a row. It looks really good right now. But what we need to do is just, there's that missing piece, man. We get Bogdanovich, we get Kuzma. They could be the missing link. Of course, other role players around that we can acquire on 10-day contracts, see who fits, see if we can find another Stanley Johnson. I'm telling you guys right now, I was right about Thomas Bryant, wasn't I? I was also right about Malik Monk last year, right? I'm like the ghost whisperer over here, man. I just be whispering stuff. Listen, we go out and we get Josh Jackson. I promise you he's going to be a fan favorite because I've seen this guy play since he was a Jayhawk. Always been a fan. This guy plays extremely hard. He's athletic. When he knocks down shots, I saw him play for Memphis for about a year, and he was knocking down shots. I was like, why hasn't he landed? The NBA is ridiculous. It's a copycat league. Everybody's looking for the next Curry, for the next Clay, for the next Jordan Poole. Nobody's looking for the next Josh Jackson. Trevor Ariza prototype. Nobody's looking for these players. That's why Thomas Bryant was let go for nothing. This guy's a gem. He's only 25. So why are these players being undervalued? Because everybody wants 3-point shooters and scoring. I mean, look at the league. Literally tonight, the game was 136 to 134. The defense is not a high priority. However, if you have your sight set on the bigger picture, which is a championship, that's exactly the type of players you need to target. Defensive-minded guys like Josh Jackson. All right. Another defensive-minded big. Go out and get him. Bring him here. Bring that ass here. And I'm telling you right now, it could take us to another level. Offensively, we're there. I mean, we're dropping 130. Listen, no AD, no Lonnie Walker, no Austin Reeves, no Troy Brown Jr., no problem. Lakers still dropped 136. So clearly the offense is not the problem. But on the defensive end, you can't give up 134 to the Kings and expect to call yourself a championship contender, right? So this is what I'm saying. You get the right defensive pieces. Next thing you know, you're blowing out these teams by 15 to 20. And that's what we need to become a legit contender. Because if we keep putting all this strain on LeBron, putting all this strain on Anthony Davis, not giving them the depth they need to create that separation and rest them early in games, it could come back to bite you via injury. Just saying. Don't want to be a negative Nancy because I'm loving it. I'm celebrating. I'm enjoying it. It's been a tremendous, start to the year. It really has. We're excited again about our Lakers. We're 2 games below 500. The people that had gave up and turned in their cable box ran right quick to Sportsnet to pick it up since last week. So the Lakers are back, baby. But if we want to go all the way to the top, I'm telling you, that is what we have to do. That is the blueprint. Go out and get some defensive-minded wings, defensive-minded bigs, and that'll change the dynamic of this team tremendously because the scoring is not an issue. We got Hall of Famers on this team, right? So that's all we got to do, baby. Brian, appreciate you, man. He said, with Lonnie, AD, TB, JR, he said, and the entire team healthy, we'll cook the league. He said, we're tied with many, but we've won 5 in a row and them 3. Now, as we are constructed, we're going to give anybody a run for their money. But I'm telling you guys, in order to stay healthy and do the things we got to do, minor trade, couple minor acquisitions could set us in the right path. That's all I want to see. But I love what's going on here. I love what's going on. This team, they have a dog in them. We didn't see the fight last year, even after the injuries. DeAndre Jordan is no Thomas Bryant. So we didn't even have the right pieces. But Frank Vogel was not bringing out the best out of players. And I've always told you guys, this is why I wanted Frank Vogel fired. Some people try to say, oh, Frank wasn't the problem. Never said he was a full problem, but he did take his slice of the pie with his lack of creativity. And he really wasn't a player's coach. He wasn't bringing out the best out of everybody. He didn't even try benching Russ, which we all knew was one of the blueprints to turn this team around. Darvin Ham has done that. So, again, we have to give him credit because he's gotten everybody to buy in, including Westbrook, who nobody thought we would be saying, let's re-sign Westbrook, right? Everybody couldn't wait to get him off the team this summer. So, that, again, major kudos to Darvin Ham. If he gets us a top 6 seed in the West, he's coach of the year. Facts. Can't even dispute that. With all the injuries and everything, all the factors, if he gets us, a top 6 seed in the West, coach of the year. Guaranteed. Promise. I promise. It's all about record here. If he gets us a positive record and we're a top 6 seed in the West, he's going to win it. And he'll be on my ballot. That's for sure. I'll vote for him for sure. Jake, appreciate you. He said the Kings fans and their subreddit post-game thread are blaming the refs. I know they can't blame the refs because they shot more free throws than we did. And we're talking about phantom free throws. Half of them free throws were not even warranted. So they got away with murder. They're lucky we're not calling the police right now. After all them free throws they had, man, we should call the authorities, but that's funny. You went on their forum, bro. That's ultimate trolling. XRP boy, appreciate you. He said, do you think getting a decent big man and wing eliminate the need for Gabriel in the lineup? And did you see Skip hating on Shannon for embracing Braun? I didn't see that, but I'm not surprised at anything negative that Skip does at this point, man. Now, to answer your first question, do I think getting a decent big man and wing eliminate the need for Gabriel in the lineup? No, I like Gabriel at the 4. If we get another big, you put him at the 5 as a backup 5. Thomas Bryant needs to stay in the starting lineup as your starting center, and then AD at the 4. And now we're talking about we'll have 4 bigs. Look, when we won the championship, that's what we had. People forgot. When we won the championship, we had JaVale McGee, we had Anthony Davis, we had Dwight Howard, and we had Markieff Morris, who sometimes would play some 4 and some 5. So you need a minimum of 4 on the team because guys get injured all the time, and you have some backup ones. We've been very thin at the front line, and as a result, Wenyen Gabriel has been forced to play the 5, which is out of position for him, right? So what we got to do now is go out and get another backup big, or if we swing for the fences and you get a starter like Miles Turner, then that's going to create a problem because all of a sudden Thomas Bryant is playing elite basketball, and if you put him at the bench, it might take away something from him, right? So you don't want to do what you did to Troy Brown earlier if you're a coach, and that's take away his confidence. You want to feed the beast. It's like a fire, man. You want to keep throwing logs in there and watch it grow. Watch it grow. He's only 25. Feed the beast. If he gets the okay to play alongside Anthony Davis, his confidence is going to skyrocket. Not that it already isn't. I mean, come on. The masterful games he has been playing have been second to none. All right. Now, mind you, they traded away a Hall of Famer probably for Sabonis, who had 25 and 12, and the referees had a Saboner for Sabonis. But Thomas Bryant worked for everything. He ended up with 29 and 14, and we didn't trade anything for him, right? So we have won off seasons this way by getting hungry young players contracts and watching them play up to the contracts, outplay the contracts easily. And we did that since a couple years ago, and I like that strategy. Malik Monk was a great pickup as well last season. This year, Lonnie Walker, Thomas Bryant, and Dennis Schroder have all been great pickups. Now, Dennis had to grow on me because I was really struggling to embrace him, but fear no more. Call of Duty Dennis out the window. Dennis the Menace has entered the chat. He said, Dan, LeBron is undefeated since his B-Day. Wow, I didn't even know that. This dude is something different, man. This dude he's on another level. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Just bless the chat. U.S. Armenian Dragon. Thank you so much, my brother. Oh, my goodness. He just made my night that much better. My man dropped 100 piece just like that. I'm going to have to go get some dinner. My goodness. Thank you, man. He said Thomas Bryant is a beast. He said LeGoat James is going to eat some chicken nuggets on Monday. I look forward to it, man. And I hope he licks his fingers too. I'm telling you, man, LeBron James is on another level, man. And we're blessed to have him. I've been preaching this all year, brother. I'm glad people finally starting to wake up and see that LeBron is not just here to make movies. He already won a championship. He's working on another one. But we got to keep embracing him. I can't wait till he breaks the record. And again, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. God bless you, bro. God bless you. I haven't seen 100 in a minute. And I'm thankful for every single penny, man. You guys really making the dream come true. So I appreciate you, man. But that's a big gesture, my guy. He said, Kendrick Perkins just gave us our flowers on Twitter. Yes. And what did he say, Brian? Quote him, please. I would love to know what he said. You're talking about the fans or the Lakers? Either way, I'll take it. And shout out to my boy Joseph, man, for the Cash App. He said, hey, Dan, I don't get your notice when you go live. I think that was earlier. And the last one was check D Fox's tweet ASAP. What did he say, man? Y'all got to let me know because it's hard for me to scroll down the timeline when I'm on the live with y'all, man. What did De'Aaron Fox say? I'd love to know it. Does he want to be a Laker or something? I would love to know, man. Or did he come after me because I said something crazy about him? Man. He said getting to 500 starting from 2-10 is insane. And that is a task that only a GOAT could lead us back to, man. So shout out to one of the GOATs and King James. I've been telling people, especially some of the old heads, man, we got to respect and appreciate greatness. We currently have it. The last time we had it, it was Kobe Bryant. These type of players don't grow on trees, so I always appreciate every single one. I thought when Steve Nash got traded here and Dwight Howard did as well, I thought we were going to win another championship, and I was so happy, even though I wasn't fans of theirs when they played on other teams. But I always embrace the superstars when they come here, especially when they put in work. So you got to be extremely happy for that. He said Fox was hating. Man, he wishes he was a Laker. We know that, man. We know what is the name of the Sacramento Kings arena? Smoothie King or some weird shit like that. Yeah, man, he wishes he was a Laker. He can't be a Laker, man. He ain't got what it takes. He's still mad we didn't draft him. Bro, get over it. Fox, get over it. He's talented, though. I'll give him that. He's talented. He's like a 3-point shot away from being legit, right? But he's like a bootlegged Dollar General, Happy Meal version of of John Morant. You know, it's like the idea is there, but the product is not complete. But I like his talent. I'll tell you that. He said, Fox thought he was supposed to let players decide the game. What? He said, Fox thought we were supposed to let players. Is that what he said? Oh my! I know he's not complaining. Oh my god! This is why they don't never win shit, man. Because ever since they did Tyreek Evans dirty, this is why the Kings always complain and cry about it, man. Listen, we take our L's and yeah, we complain about the refs too. The whole league does. However, and we're talking about one of the biggest crybaby franchises has always been the Kings. They're still crying about 2001 with Tim Donaghy as if we had anything to do with it. That's simply him and his gambling debts he had to pay over there, man. So I don't understand that. But hey, you know what, man? I'm going to turn the other cheek and I'm going to say just congrats on a great season because you might never have one again, De'Aaron. Congrats, man. I can't believe he's crying about it, man. They literally got more free throws than we did. How the heck they talk about letting the officials listen? The replay clearly shows that when Dennis was driving to the basket, this man used his hip. His hips didn't lie. He used his hip to try to push him out of the way, and that was clearly a foul. And again, shout out to my boy for the hundo, man. It's distracted me, bro. I love it. Thank you, man. He said, we win a chip, Dan. You got to perform that intro. You got it, bro. That's a bet. We win a chip this season. I'm performing that intro on the live stream right here, man. The whole thing and you know what? I just came up with that song on the fly years ago, man. That's when I first started recording myself. So I got some more heat coming on the way. When I hit 24K, the new anthem's going to be bumping, man. And your cars, trust me, it's some heat. He said Ben McLemore would have been a fire pickup. I'm surprised why the Lakers don't sign shooters like that. Ben McLemore was good with us, even though obviously we got bounced out of the playoffs early due to the AD injury. Ben McLemore was pretty insane for us. He said, Fox, stop crying. You fouled Dennis. Get your defense up, buddy. He's a great player, man, but they've been crying since 2001. You know what I'm saying? We're in 2023 already, man. You know, we're in 2023 and they're still crying about 2001. I saw somewhere that the Red Velvet Cake guy, you know, redhead, what's his name? I forget his name. I know him as Red Velvet, though, for sure. I saw somewhere that he was doing his research about he said he Googled refs cheating the Kings in the Lakers series or something like that. It's like, that's why you lost. Your ass wasn't watching film. You're over here watching fiction, fan made fiction on YouTube. It's like, come on, man. You should have been watching film. Maybe you guys would have won. But hey, they want to distract themselves with BS. Kevin Herter, yeah. Kevin Herter was hurt about some history he had no part in. So it is what it is, man. And don't get me started on Sabonis. I'm telling you right now, these officials, these Zebras, they had a Saboner for Sabonis tonight because I don't know how he got to the line. This man was teleporting to the line, wasn't doing anything to earn them free throws. I know damn right they're not complaining. I know for a fact. Again, appreciate my boy. Shout out for the 100 piece, man. Much love, brother. He said, Jonathan Reyes said, Kendrick Perkins says Thomas Bryant is a motherfucking dog. I'm a fan of homie. Hey, man, they came to the party late. We been knew that. Laker fans, we was scouting Thomas Bryant since he was playing for the South Bay Lakers. I remember, man, a long time on the live chat, me and my brother, I think I told you guys this story, that my brother was puzzled why Luke Walton wasn't playing Thomas Bryant. And he was like, you know what? He was like, maybe the Lakers are stashing him because they don't want other teams to be interested in him. We were wrong on that front, but we were right about his potential, man. We always knew Thomas Bryant was going to be really good, right? And it still hurts me that we traded away players like Thomas Bryant, Julius Randle, Larry Nance Jr., who I knew could all be parts of winning teams, and they all are. So I'm proud of all of them, even the ones that are no longer Lakers. Guys like Jordan Clarkson, Julius, Larry Nance, one of my favorites, man. Very proud of those guys, man. All the baby Lakers have thrived, almost every single one of them, right? I can't think, none come to mind that haven't, but for the most part, man, we really, we were able to just develop this young talent, and unfortunately, we gave some of those away, like Zubats. But we got Thomas Bryant back, so I'm all for it. And I have a feeling more young core players will come back. Guys like Kuz, Jordan Clarkson, Lonzo Ball. I have a feeling they'll eventually make their rounds back to LA because this is home, baby. You can't stay away from home. You know what I mean? You can pretend like you're upset, but at the end of the day, home is where your heart is. And everybody knows ain't no place to play like in LA. I was at Staples yesterday, starstruck every time I go there, man. I'm in awe. I wish I could freeze that moment in time and live there forever. It's my happy place on earth. I don't need Disneyland, man. Disneyland whack to me compared to Staples Center. So I'm telling y'all, man, if I felt that way as a diehard fan, lifelong fan, imagine how the players feel when they come through here. And you got 2 Chainz out on the crowd. You got Adam Sandler. You got all these celebrities, man. They're probably starstruck as well. They come out here, man. Beautiful weather, beautiful people, wonderful food. It's like, come on, this is a landing spot. This is a hot zone for NBA players, right? We're always going to be a go-to place, right? That's why, believe it or not, even the Clippers benefit from landing free agents because even though they're a garbage scrub of a franchise, they still benefit from just being within the city. Even then, players take, they sacrifice their careers to go play for that beach volleyball team. So that tells you how beautiful the city is. And when you got history behind it, like we do at Staples, it's even more wonderful. So I love it, man. What a great night, by the way. And shout out to the homies again, man. Everybody who donated, man. I appreciate y'all for real. You guys make the night that much better. Everybody who commented and dropped likes, man. I do appreciate you guys. You guys make this channel keep running, man. Like a choo-choo train, like Thomas Bryant. He said, Dan, thanks for always streaming after a win or loss. I got you. Good guy. Thank you guys for being here. He said, yo, Dan, remember this day. LeBron is going to win a title with Ham. You know what? I'm starting to believe that. Now, I always believed LeBron could do it again. I always did. But I still believe we're at one good trade away from making that a reality. However, I hope I'm wrong. I hope we have what it takes as we are right now. And I hope that the Lakers continue rolling, man, because this is exactly what the doctors ordered, right? He said, we shoot 60% from the field as a team, Dan. We're doing great things, Bryant. And listen, we started the game hot. I knew that eventually, if we play a little bit of defense, we could win it. I called it out at the halftime. I said, first team that plays a little bit of defense is going to win this game. They were bailed out by the officials all night. I don't know what the Aaron Fox is crying about. I really don't. I have no clue because they had calls left. They had calls right. They had calls to the south, to the north, to the east, to the west. I mean, you would think they're pizza delivery boys for how many calls they were getting, man. These dudes are out here just living at the free throw line. I literally think there's an apartment right now at the free throw line at Smoothie King or whatever they call it, Light the Beam, whatever. I truly believe somebody pitched the tent, man. Somebody go check on my man's right there. Um, he said it's not LeBron, it's the others. What are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about the role players. Yeah, they are crucial. They are key components. The difference is that the Lakers have now figured out a way to play within their role. Nobody's trying to do too much. Even Russell Westbrook has kind of minimized. Less has been more for him, right? Less has been more. I remember earlier in the season, he had like 10 turnovers a game. I couldn't believe it, man. And sure enough, he has cut back on that a little bit. He only had 4 tonight. I hope he keeps it under 4 moving forward, especially as a bench player. But I'll take the production, right? I'll take everything else he's done. 23 points, 15 assists, 5 rebounds, and only 4 turnovers. So he did a lot more good than he did bad. A lot more good. I'm talking night and day. He said the Aaron Fox lady, the Aaron Foxy lady. He said, why don't they call the Clippers the Inglewood Clippers instead of the LA Lakers because we own LA? Well, the thing is, Inglewood is in LA, brother. I think so, right? I think it is. I'm a little puzzled by that now. Yeah, it is in LA. Of course it is. But my thing is that nobody wants the Clippers, man. You know, the NBA called Mexico City and they said, would y'all like the Clippers? Mexico City said, you cut it off, me no speak English. Immediately hung up on the league and they said, we'll wait 3 years down the road when there's an expansion. True story. I'm just playing. But, you know, you get the point. Nobody really claims the Lakers. I've literally said the Las Vegas Clippers have a nice ring to it. You know, my Vegas homies, shout out to Tara, shout out to everybody out there, have said, no, Dan, they almost fought me about it. They don't want them. You know what I mean? I've said, let's send them out to Siberia. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a letter in the mail with death threats from Siberia. So nobody wants the Clippers, man. Nobody. They're literally that ugly, you know, I don't even want to say that ugly painting in the room that everybody's like, throw that shit away, you know? But nobody wants to throw it away because they already wasted money on it. That's what the Clippers are, you know? Denver Nuggets, yo, that's going to be tough. But every game has been tough, and every test we have passed up until now. Up until now. And I hope that the Lakers continue to keep it rolling because right now, listen, I'm a proud papa right now. I'm really happy. I'm ecstatic. I'm over the moon about the way the Lakers are playing. And I do believe that they're going to continue to build on it, especially if we can add some key components, right? DeMarcus Boogie Cousins might be on the way. Cody Zeller, maybe Mo Harkless. Maybe, you know, how could you be Mo Harkless? Maybe we'll get him and we'll write a song about him someday. You know, who knows what the future holds. But one thing I do know is this: the Lakers are currently undefeated in 2023, and we couldn't start off the new year, you know, in a better fashion. We couldn't. My boy Dolsky, final comment I'm reading today, man. I appreciate y'all. He said, damn, not even us down here in Brazil want the flippers. That's a fact. And I love Brazil. I can't wait to visit it someday, man. I want to go down to Rio de Janeiro, see all the pretty birds and the tropical islands, man, and drink some margaritas in the beach, whatever it is you guys do down there, man. I'd love to go down there someday. But yes, Brazil would be a great landing spot, but not for the Clippers, you know? By the way, Mexico City might actually happen. I might have to replace my second favorite team, which have been the Knicks my whole life, with the Mexico City, whatever they call them, so the Mexico City Vipers, you know, whatever they call them. I think that's gonna be my second favorite team, straight up. But of course, Lakers always on top, baby, and we're gonna keep it rolling. All right, guys. So Lakers don't play till Monday unless we get some news or anything breaks. You guys know where to find me. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you already haven't. Shout out to my sponsor, Prize Picks. Can't leave the room without saying it. It's already programming me, man. But shout out to Prize Picks. And go Lakers, baby. We continue rolling. Let's keep it going. All right. 6 in a row coming on Monday. Book it. All right. Book it. Not Devin book it. Book it. The real book it. 6 in a row. Can't wait. See you guys there. Major love, man. Appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for the 100 pieces. Thanks for the 5, the 20, the 10, all of that. And thanks for the likes. And please don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't. See you guys here on Monday. All right. Peace.